Hey Facebook, you're with Life with Annie. I'm Annie, and this is my life. So today I thought we would do something in the kitchen. There are a lot of different mixes that you can purchase at the store in packets, you know, with all kinds of different ingredients in them. Some we don't know what they are, and I thought it would be nice to create some of those on our own and have them, and we know what the ingredients are and we can store them. But the main reason behind this is, you know, a lot of times I'll say I would like to make pancakes, but I don't have any pancake mix, or I want to make brownies, but I don't like the brownie mix. So what I thought I would do today is make a few dry mix recipes for you to store in your pantry, and they're a little bit more than one serving. It's more like a bulk type recipe, and you can store them. I bought some different size jars, glass jars to store them in when I make them, and then when I want to make pancakes, I don't have to worry about having pancake mix in the house. I'll have my own homemade pancake. I scoop out what I need, add the wet ingredients, and off we go for breakfast. So what we're going to do, we're going to start with pancakes. Now, if a lot of you saw my video from this morning at Maddie's birthday breakfast, I think everybody at the table had pancakes. So they are a popular thing in our family. But the recipe that I'm going to use today is from a website called Frugally Blonde, and it's homemade pancake mix. So I'm going to start putting this one together. It calls for 6 cups of flour. Let me just move this over a little bit.
Lisa says hey.
Hey Lisa, thank you for watching. I usually keep a prettier dipper, like a little special cup, in my canisters. So 6 cups of flour. This is 1 cup measure. And I need to get, I'll just use this. And if you also were watching this morning, you heard me mention a project that we were doing at the house. Well, it's behind me. Matt and I decided we were going to put a little decorative backsplash. And that's what the silver is. It's not complete, but it's close. And I love it. He did a very good job, cameraman Matt. Y'all help me count because I'm talking and doing this at the same time, so I may miss a cup or two. So that was 2. Now we need 6. And it's always good to kind of push your dry ingredients down, especially to get some of the air out, and then scrape across so that you have a level measure. Was that 3? 4. 5. And like I say, you can see from this mixture, it's going to make a lot of pancake mix for you. And I just love being able to have things in my pantry when I want it. I know what's in it. Was that 5? Was that 5?
I lost count.
Anybody out there?
Have a question about where did you get your apron from?
I got this apron, I believe, from someone very special. It was a gift. And I've had it for a while. And I thought with all the flour that I might...
Teresa said you had 5 already. That means 6.
So that's 6. Thank you, Teresa. Thank you, thank you. And it has an A on it for Annie. So a special person gave this to me, and I love it. And I plan to get a lot of use out of it now that I'm doing these videos. Okay, so there's our flour. I'm just going to kind of whisk this and get some air incorporated into it. before I add my next ingredient. Just close that up just for a little bit. Okay. The next ingredient is 1.5 cups of sugar. So here's my other little decorative thing. Oh, I'll get this covered. And I went to the store and bought sugar the other day, and it was like every bag of sugar was a brick. Every single bag of sugar was a brick. And I've run into that before, and I've dug and tried to find some that are soft, but I guess they get moisture or something. But I guess if you get mad at somebody in the store, you can always throw one at them. But anyway, I had to break all this sugar up, and it takes 1.5 cups of sugar. So that's, I'll do it like that since I've got flour in there already. And we can get those other little lumps out when we, and 1/2. 1.5 cups of sugar. Okay. Alright, let's just mix this together a little bit. Can everybody hear me? We're trying some new equipment, and I've got a little microphone. I don't know if I'm too loud, too quiet, because cameraman Matt has to be a little bit further away for this. Plus, he's scared of me. Alright.
Lisa wants to know where we're going to be eating these pancakes.
When are we going to be eating these pancakes? Well, for several Saturdays and Sundays, it looks like, from the size of this. Okay, and then it calls for 4.5 teaspoons of baking powder.
And they say they can hear you fine.
Okay, good. Salmon swim in the sea, salt, and this is baking powder. 4.5 teaspoons, and I've already got that measured out. That's our leavening.
How did you get that measured out so soon? Did you have a helper?
I was prepared. And this is 3 teaspoons of salt. Okay. Now that's all we do to this mixture. At this point, you would just store it in a jar, and when you get ready to make pancakes, you would add use 1 1/4 cups of this mix, 1 cup of milk, 1 egg, and 1 tablespoon of butter. And then you could always double that if you wanted to make more.
Eddie says this reminds him when y'all used to watch Nancy Welch when y'all were kids.
Yes, we did watch Nancy Welch when we were kids. I loved that show. Okay. Alright. So I'm going to say that's mixed enough. Now, I got 3 different jars for what I'm doing today. I think the pancake batter is probably gonna, which one do you think, Matt? This one or this one?
Probably, well, what's the next batter we're doing?
It's a surprise.
Okay. Well, which one's bigger, has more ingredients?
The other one has 6 cups of sugar, so
I'll probably go with the bigger one for that one then.
Okay, let's do the pancake batter in this one. I had bought this mason jar, and it would probably work fine. It's just a little more time consuming for me to put it in here. I could either pour all this out onto some parchment paper or wax paper, kind of fold it up as a funnel and drop it in here. I did have one of these canning funnels that I could have stuck in here and poured it in, but I just thought for time's sake I would use the bigger jars.
Teresa said to use the big one.
This one?
She said the big one, that's what she said.
That one? That big one? They're all big.
Well, I would think that you're going to use the biggest one for the 6 cups of sugar because it's going to be more ingredients in it, I think.
So that would need to be this one, I think.
Yeah. I agree, Annie.
This one.
That one.
This one. Okay. And I'm just hopefully going to...
And she said, yep, that one right there.
That one? I think I'm going to use a smaller thing. See if I can get it in here without making too big of a mess. But this is going to be so nice. I can come in here and... Or cameraman Matt can come in here and make pancakes for me one morning. While I'm dipping this into the jar here, I have a little game we're going to play. I have a $15 gift certificate to Walmart. That's 15, 1-5. And if you will go to my page and comment below.
Which page are we talking about?
Life with Annie. Go to Life with Annie's page and comment below what your favorite breakfast meal is. And after the video, it has to be done while the video is live. And after the video is over, I'm going to go through, and depending on how many we have, we're going to let someone randomly pick a winner, and then I will ask you to, I will post who the winner is on Life with Annie's page, and then I will ask you to message me your address, and I will mail you the gift card. And I'll probably be doing more giveaways in the future. So I hope you watch. Maybe you'll win. I have to do this a different way.
Maybe you could use the funnel.
A good idea, cameraman Matt. I knew I married you for something.
Besides my good looks?
Besides your good looks and your good heart and the fact that you put up with me. Okay. So there's our first pantry item.
Oh boy, we're getting a slew of answers in for your
homemade pancake mix. And I'll try to post these. If anybody wants the links to these websites or these recipes, I'll post them up there on my page later, so you can make them yourself if you would like. Okay.
Someone has a question.
Okay.
Where did you get those red salt and pepper things back there?
These?
Yeah.
I think I ordered these online.
Do you know what website?
I know they don't have them anymore. I can tell you that. Unfortunately, I always wanted a pair of red ones and finally got them. They were on a markdown clearance, so I'm just going to kind of, I know the same kind of ingredients are going in here, but I'm just going to kind of wipe this out. Is anybody commenting on your favorite breakfast?
You're getting tons of comments on the favorite breakfast.
What are some of the breakfasts?
We have hot biscuits with butter and molasses and scrambled eggs.
Oh, yum.
We've got breakfast casserole, pancakes with strawberries and cream. We've got lots of answers for bacon.
Bacon?
Everybody is talking about bacon.
Okay.
You got some biscuits and gravy on there.
Well, good.
You got another question.
No grits.
What are the leaf shapes on your cabinets?
Those are just, well, they're actually placemats. And I think I bought these at the dollar store last year or the year. No, I think these are actually Walmart a couple of years ago. And I found them right at we were about to come live, and I saw them over there in the corner, and I said, oh, what can we do with these? And so I had some little hangy thingies, and we hung them up. We just wanted it to be a little festive for the fall. I love fall. It's my favorite season of the whole year. All the happy times are coming up, and people are happy. Wish they could be that way year round, but I'll take it when I can get it. Okay, so I'm going to put the pancake one down. One other thing about the pancakes, I love buttermilk pancakes.
Well, we have a question. What's the shelf life of the mix?
You know, it doesn't say, but I'm going to say, I would say at least 6 months, if not longer, because it's just flour. You keep flour and sugar in your pantry all the time, so as long as you're not adding any wet ingredients to it, I think you'll be fine. But about the buttermilk, I do prefer buttermilk pancakes, but I never have buttermilk in my house because what do you use it for? You use it for one thing and then it goes bad. But you can make homemade buttermilk. If you take a cup of buttermilk, a cup of regular whole milk, and you add a tablespoon of either lemon juice, real lemon juice, or a tablespoon of vinegar, white vinegar, and just let it sit for about 15 minutes, it'll start to clump up, and you've got buttermilk. So that's one way you can make buttermilk pancakes. Did you have a question, cameraman Matt?
No, that was a question I was asking that was asked on your feed about the shelf life.
Be sure to use though a real lemon juice. I don't really care for that.
Do you keep real lemons?
Right there, cause I have to have them with my Miss Bell sweet tea in my mason jar. Okay.
People like our new backsplash.
Thank y'all very much. I love it. I was really happy with it when I got home from Maddie's birthday breakfast this morning. Okay, so let me move this tray out of the way. Put my sugar thing there, and my flour thing there, and that I need. This I can set away. You can just focus on something else because I gotta find a place to put this. I'll be right back. Don't leave. Okay. So here is our next pantry item. I don't like store-bought packaged brownies. When I bake something, I like it from scratch. I'm not a cake mix boxes. I'm kind of, I mean, they're okay, you know, like for kids and stuff, they love them, but my palate, I guess, is just, I would rather have it from scratch. So when I make something, I usually make it from scratch. So right now, this recipe is for a brownie mix. And this came from the Red Fly Creations website. So let me give you the dry ingredients for this one. Okay, it's 8 cups of sugar. So let me get my...
Oh my, 8 cups of sugar.
Yeah.
Well, that's going to be sweet.
Yeah.
Kind of like me.
Kind of like you, cameraman Matt. So don't forget to comment what your favorite breakfast food is.
We've got a lot of comments. We've got people talking about dipping sausage in syrup or bacon in syrup with their buttermilk pancakes.
Oh, wow. And you know, everybody at the breakfast that I went to this morning, everybody got pancakes. Every single person got pancakes. And there were 6 of us. Was that 3? Lisa? Was that 3, Teresa?
I lost count. Is anybody keeping count?
I think that's 3. Here are those clumps I was telling you about. Those brick sugars.
I like waffles better than I do pancakes.
Well, you can use that pancake batter for waffles.
So it's a pancake waffle batter.
Oh yeah, you can do whatever you want with it.
So you can pull out the waffle iron that someone got for Christmas and they can make waffles.
You can, cameraman Matt, because that is your job. So I'm going to assume I did 3 cups of sugar.
I got a waffle iron for Christmas to make my own waffles with. So now I got me a mix.
4, 5. From now on, I'm going to assign a counter.
We got people telling us numbers on here, which is good. I'm glad they're keeping track because I keep losing it. 8. So this looks like it's going to make a lot of brownies over the next few months
for somebody. Okay, so there is the sugar.
That's a lot of sugar.
It's a lot of sugar. Okay, 6 cups of flour. But you see, if you make these things like, this is like shopping at Sam's. If you make these things and you have them on hand, you don't have to go buy that lady on the box pancake mix. You have it. You just it's your, you put your love and your heart into it. It tastes better. It really does. Okay, I need someone to count for me. I'm gonna try to take out 6 cups of flour here.
Right, who's the counter?
Do we have a counter volunteer? Okay, there's 1. Boy, I'm glad I got this big bowl. 2.
Lisa lost the feed, it said.
2.
Lisa.
3.
Does cameraman Matt cook?
Yes. I may need a bigger bowl. 4.
Tracy said she wanted to be at the counter.
5. Okay. How am I going to stir this? I say. Don't forget to go to Like with Annie and like my page. We're going to be doing things all over the place. We're going to have all kinds of fun.
I'm going to get this on camera. This is going to be interesting.
Well, you know, and for those of you who don't want to go out and invest in these jars, that is perfectly fine. You might need one the size of the one I showed you the other day for my flowers for this brownie mix. But you could always pour your pancake batter in a Ziploc bag and, you know, just scoop out what you need. You don't have to be fancy or anything like that. Lord have mercy. This is going to make
It's going to fit in that jar over there.
Well, I've got 2 jars, so, and I haven't even added the cocoa. We should have put it in that big, but you can't see through that. That's the only thing. Should we put it in that big bowl,
Where's it at?
so I can add the cocoa in it? I mean, I'm able to just pull it up from the sugar, but I've got to mix in all the cocoa.
Well, you're going to want to wash this out, probably.
Well, then don't worry with it. We'll make do. And I'll probably end up putting this in that container. And do we have one like this that's empty back there?
I don't see one that's empty.
Okay.
But, you know, you can always make brownies just so you get rid of some of it.
We can always make brownies.
I'm just saying.
You're just saying. Okay. The next ingredient is 2 cups of cocoa powder. So, let's see. Cup. 2 cups. What am I going to scoop that out with? Something big. Let's see. Okay. Y'all know the animal cameras that I was telling you about in South Africa? They're in a severe drought. It is pouring down rain. They are having a massive storm down there. I am so happy those animals are going to get some water. That grass is going to start to flush and grow, and the leaves are going to come up. This is their rainy season. Actually, I think it starts in October, but those animals are really looking sad. I'm so happy.
So if you hear some noises in the
background. So if you
back,
hear the thunder, I hear it because I wanted to listen to it. It just makes my heart laugh and smile. And are there any suggestions out there on anything y'all would like for us to do in the upcoming weeks? I know I have a craft day I want to plan with some children and do some things with them for the month of October for Halloween. I like to do a live video with them. Okay. Is that two, Teresa? Okay. Let me just kind of stir this massive. I could make brownies for a whole troop.
That's what Teresa said, you could feed an army with that.
Excuse me. 1 second, please. This is a large batch. I mean, when I read it, I was like, okay. I didn't realize it was going to make this much, but which is a good thing, because you could make it, pack it up into something like this, a serving or whatever, and tie it up with a bow, put the instructions on there, give them as gifts at the holiday time. People would love that. I know I would. Anything homemade is a good gift. Okay. Am I getting to the bottom of it at all?
It's like you got some chocolate powder on this side over here that's not getting mixed in.
Okay.
Maybe, yeah.
I thought this was a big bowl.
Yes, that was 2 cups of cocoa.
Thank you.
Eddie was asking if that was 2 cups of cocoa.
Eddie, be sure that you post. I know you're a guy, but we like guys to get on here and learn to cook and interact. It's all fun and family, all happy.
Says we need a Hobart mixer.
We need a what?
A Hobart mixer.
Yeah. Well, I'm getting my workout, nothing else. Does it look like it's getting incorporated at all?
Slowly, it's still black and white, so we got to kind of move it around there. And Katie wants to know if you're going to get if they're going to get the recipe for the brownies too.
Yeah, the liquid ingredients, is that what she's talking about?
It just says we're going to get the recipe for the brownies, she said.
Yeah, well, I'll put all this on Life with Annie. The other dry ingredients is 1 tablespoon of salt and 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder. And whenever I put things in little cute things, I try to put a label or part of what it is, so I know that when I open this up that it's baking powder and not some kind of killer of some sort or bug something. So it's 1.5 teaspoons. And this is another one that you would want to level off. I'm glad I wore my beautiful apron. 1.5. Okay. Put that back on there.
People are saying there's still some mixing needs to be done on the mixing bowl. You can see.
Oh, I know. There's a lot of mixing that needs to be done in here. But thank you all. I wish I had some of your mussels here. This is enough brownie mix for probably...
Lisa likes your earrings, she says.
My giraffe earrings? Well, I've got on a giraffe shirt underneath here, so I thought I would be a giraffe today. They tease me at work and tell me I walk like a giraffe when I walk up and down steps. Well, I do. But there's a story behind that. When I was a little girl, I had a bad fall. I was on my way to the bus stop. We lived up on an apartment building. We lived up on the top. There were like 14 concrete steps with metal rail that we walked down. And the ice had gotten frozen on those steps, and it caught me. My foot slipped on the very top, caught this arm in the rungs as I went down every single step. It was a very painful experience. And ever since then, I've been real careful about how I walk up and down steps. So, They can laugh, but I don't mind being called a giraffe the way I walk. There are worse things in the world. Oopsie. Is it looking better on that side, folks?
Still some down there towards the bottom. There's this whole side over here now is not even so white on this side.
Okay. Well,
Eddie said he broke his arm in those same steps when it snowed.
did you? That's right. And it scars you, doesn't it, Eddie? But it's made us who we are. Okay. Well, I'm going to say, this is pretty much, I mean, I could scoop some out and then I can get to the bottom and mix it. But I think I've got the general.
Plus, we're going to put it into a second jar, so that should.
Yeah. Well, it may take both of those jars. Okay. So, did I get everything in there? Now, the thing on this is, when you get ready to make brownies, you would take out 2½ cups of the brownie mix. You would add 2 eggs to that, 1/3 cup melted butter, and 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Pour it into an 8x8 pan, and I'll put all this on the website, so don't worry about it. Not the website, the Life with Annie page. Pour it into the pan. It serves 8 to 9. These brownies will be thick. So if you want to, they're about 2 inches thick, they said. So if you want them thinner, you can put them in a 9x13 inch pan, and they'll be about a 1/2 inch to an inch thick. Bake at 350 for 350 degrees for 30 to 35 minutes. If you do the 9x13, 25 to 30 minutes at the same temperature. And the 9x13 will serve 12 to 15.
There's a comment about that picture up on the refrigerator up there.
What is it?
Someone's asking, saying that's a pretty picture. Where was that taken at?
That was on a cruise when cameraman Matt and I went on a cruise. But I've got a better picture to show y'all. We went to the Apple Festival 2 or 3 weeks ago, and they had a guy out there doing a caricature. So we had to have ours done. I watched him do 2 or 3 or 4 people, and they looked just like those people. I could see those people that he was drawing. And then he did us. I see a little bit of Matt. I don't see me. I don't know if it's because I'm looking at me, but let me show you what it looks like. I mean, I love the picture. It doesn't, I mean, it's not anything that I'm ashamed of, but Matt was starting his little stubble that week. We were on vacation, and he got he had a Marine hat on. I don't know where these Vulcan ears came from because he doesn't have those kind of ears, but that's Matt and me. And he got my shirt, my little J that I wear for my daughter Jessica. I had on these cross earrings, and I think he made me look better than maybe I look. But we loved it. We loved having it done. He was a really nice guy. He's really good at what he does. So just wanted to show that. Okay. All right, I think I got a little bit of flour going on over here. But I'm going to try to, I think, go ahead and just get this in the part of it in the bowl. And, oops, let me put my Clabber Girl baking powder back in here.
Is that what's up with the teeth?
I don't know.
Oh, no.
It's a caricature. They accentuate your features. So, I don't know. I'm glad I wore this apron. It's great to not get flour all over my giraffe shirt. Okay. Now, let me put some of that in this. And I probably will end up filling up that other bottle there, that other jar, since I am a mason jar kind of girl. Alright, let's set this here. Let's get to dipping. Y'all don't stop putting your breakfast lights on there because you never know. And if you would, would. If any of you are new and would like to go over and like my page, it's Life with Annie. It's a picture of me with some white roses in front of me. I hear that rain just coming down here. This smells so good, y'all.
And I can concur with that.
We may be making brownies. Probably not tonight, maybe tomorrow. Last night we were out and about, and I wanted to do a Facebook Live with the Harvest Moon. We went to the other end of Easley to eat, and that moon was nowhere to be found. So I called my mom, and we were going to take her something to eat. And she lives over the other way in Greenville. Get the last little bit up in here. And couldn't find the moon. Finally, we got over near her house, and we got a glimpse of this big moon. So I thought, okay, we'll get to her house, and we'll be able to do the Facebook Live. Moon wasn't there. So I said, well, the place we saw, it wasn't a safe place to get out and do a Facebook Live. So I thought, well, we'll see, if we find anything when we drive home.
Are you going to be able to put that lid on there?
What kind of lid is it?
It's an insider.
Let me check out a little bit. So when we got back over to our house, we turned down our street that leads to our neighborhood, and there it was, this big old moon. I said, Matt, hurry up, it's about to go under a cloud, or behind a cloud. Hurry up, get home. We got home, it started going behind the cloud, and then the clouds went behind our trees that are around here, so. But we did see the harvest moon, so we know it was up there. Okay, so there.
So people are asking, when are you going to be on the Cooking Network?
Never. So there is our brownie mix. Okay, and the rest of this, I will probably.
Eddie said you can go ahead and cook up some brownies and just drop off to him.
Oh, okay. I'll probably pour the rest of that in here with that funnel, but I don't want to take everybody's time to do it now. Y'all seen me stir dry ingredients for about what, 20 minutes now?
Teresa said to mail her some, and she's not kidding.
Okay. All right. So we'll put this in. I think I'm finished.
Send it to me over here. I'll set it over here.
With that, I gotta wash that. This has got some chocolate. Where do you want the brownie mix?
The brownie mix. I'll set it over here.
I was just gonna put it back here.
Okay. Well, that's fine too.
Okay. Now the other thing I want to tell you about the
Beth
brownies.
says she's sorry for being late, but she says, hey.
Well, be sure to comment what your favorite breakfast meal is, so you can be entered in the $15 Walmart gift card. And if you win, you just have to message me. I will post who the winner is on Life with Annie. Message me on that page. Give me your address, and I'll pop this in the mail to you.
If you're the winner.
If you're the winner. But also with the brownies, I like nuts in mine. I know a lot of people have nut allergies, so if that's not for you, just stay away from the nuts. You could also use, add some chocolate chips. You could buy white chocolate chips. These are just chocolate chips. These are butterscotch chocolate chips here, so you could put that in. You could go and buy like Andes mints, break them up, mix those in with your brownies. A lot of people like that. Any kind of candy bar that you want to chop up and put in there, you could do that. So those are just some ideas on extra things you can do to enhance your brownies. Okay. I'm getting my last tray. Oh, cameraman, Matt, would you mind picking that?
Towel. Under October.
I'm just gonna wipe some of this away. What did everybody do today?
Teresa wants you to send her a jar of the the brownie mix and the pancake mix.
Well, I would, but I'm
She wants
afraid
orange
to ship
sprinkles for Halloween.
orange. I would, but I don't want to send something in glass and it break. Okay. Now the last thing I'm making is a taco seasoning mix. So I've got a jar here that I'm going to put it in. And I got this recipe from thecountrycook.net. And
don't forget to put your favorite breakfast meal in so you'll be on the list to win a
yes, everybody,
gift card. So
please
if you haven't
comment.
done so, make sure you do that.
And if you haven't liked my page, please go over and like it. I mean, I think you'll enjoy it. It's just a family-friendly page. You never know what you're going to see on there, but it's always going to be happy and friendly and heartwarming, I think. So.
Except you did put the dog out, which I already did. So.
Okay, so taco seasoning mix. Now, I know a lot of us will go. I think I have one over here. Hold on. 1 minute, cameraman Matt. I'll be right back. I know that we all have these in our homes, these taco mixes. But when you read some of the stuff that's in them, you like go, well, I don't even know how to pronounce it. Do I want to eat it? I have eaten enough of them, but maybe that's what's wrong with it. But I thought I would just mix up my own. This is a recipe I have not tried, so I thought I would give it a whirl. So the first ingredient is 1/2 cup of chili powder. So I've got.
Eddie said you can put Teresa's in a Ziploc bag and mail it to her.
Okay. I probably can do that too because I have enough. So this is our chili powder here. I need 1/2 cup. Let's see, will that fit in there? No. Let me scoop it out. This. And the chili powder that you choose to use can be, you know, if you want to use a smoked chili powder or ancho chili powder. I mean, if you like things hot, go for it. This is just plain old chili powder here. Okay, and then you need 1/4 cup of onion powder. Onion powder. 1/4 cup. Alright. I tried to have my measurements and my all my ingredients is also known as mise en place. Mise en place. That's French for have all your stuff in a row or have all your ducks in a row, basically. I learned that from a very smart person.
Who would that have been?
Just a very smart person I know, and she taught me to do that. So I try to do that because she's excellent at what she does. Okay, next ingredient, 2 tablespoons of ground cumin. Where is the cumin? The cumin is right here. You may want to pull back on your cumin. I've made a little bit ahead, and I would probably pull back on my cumin. 2 tablespoons. I'm going to go with 1 tablespoon on this go round. If you like cumin, hey, go for it. I love cumin, but I don't know if I love it as much as this recipe has. So I'm going to cut back on it just a tablespoon. I'll do just 1 instead of the 2. The next is 2 tablespoons of garlic powder. Garlic powder. 1, 2, 1 tablespoon of smoked paprika.
Ooh, I can smell that stuff.
The garlic.
No, I can smell all that. The
taco
chili
seasoning,
powder.
Yeah. Smoked paprika. And here again, if you just want to use the regular paprika, you ain't hurting my feelings. Do it to your taste and what your family likes, because you're there to give them what they like and your love. So 2 tablespoons of kosher or sea salt and the salt. I have 2 tablespoons of kosher salt here. This is kosher.
Now we've got some breakfast things of Count sausage and eggs and grits and raisins.
Honey, let me tell you, Count sausage and liver pudding is the best thing ever put on this earth as far as breakfast food. They closed down. I keep checking their page. It's just,
Got an Eggs Benedict,
broke my
someone's
heart.
favorite breakfast.
1 tablespoon of black pepper. Eggs Benedict. Oh, I've never made that.
That's from Beth.
Ooh. Okay. So we got all our ingredients in there. And then we're going to do the Casey and the Sunshine Band. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your seasoning. And that's all you do. Okay. So when you get ready to make your tacos or your nachos or whatever, your meat sauce for it, you ground 1 pound of ground meat. And this is another tip that I do. I'll go and buy a bunch of hamburger meat from the butcher shop. I pre-cook mine. I'll just cook up the whole thing in a pot, and I'll cool it down, and I'll bag it up in quart sizes or depending on what I'm going to use it for, whatever size bag I put it in. And then when I come home from work and I'm ready to make spaghetti or a homemade hamburger helper or tacos or whatever, my hamburger's already cooked, and that just takes the load off right there. But for 1 pound of meat,
It's funny. Take a load off Annie.
For 1 pound of meat, you'll use 3 tablespoons of your seasoning mix, plus about 1/3 cup of water. And the person that did this said they used just over a cup because you want the meat to simmer in the water and seasonings for a couple of minutes to really soak up the flavor. We did just the 1/3, and I would add more water, I think, also. So that is from thecountrycook.net. We will put these recipes on my page later on today. Don't forget to go by and sign up for like my page, and please continue to comment. We're still live to win the $15 Walmart gift card. And all you have to do is write a comment on what your favorite breakfast food is. Now, one thing I wanted to do, we did mix up some of this seasoning mix. And one idea I have seen before, I'm sure a lot of you may have seen this too, but I thought we could try, let cameraman Matt partake of this, since he's working so hard over there with the camera. Can y'all still hear me? Okay.
I guess they can't. No one commented back about the hearing part, but I can hear you.
Okay. So I'm going to set this back over there, and I'll show you what we're going to do with that meat sauce. Okay. I'll get a couple of ingredients out of the fridge.
Everybody's saying they can hear you fine.
Okay, thanks.
Eddie said that since you can't get Count's liver pudding, that Ruth's liver pudding is pretty good. I've
had it.
Well, it's not count.
It's not counts, you know. It's just no account when it's not counts. It ain't no account. Okay, so I know you've seen this, but this is really a great thing, especially with football season here. And did I already get the chips out? Okay, I'm just letting this heat up just a little bit. Does anybody out there think they're going to try any of these things?
Tracy is when you send it to her.
But see, you'll have all your stuff in your pantry. And if it's a snow day and you have pancake batter, you'll have brownie batter, you'll have seasoning for tacos, you'll be set. Okay, so what I have in mind to do as a treat for cameraman Matt, because he puts up with so much, and he really does.
I would refuse to answer when it comes to the Fifth Amendment.
Okay, so what I did, you could do this, a lot of people do this with Fritos with chili, but I thought we could make what's called walking nachos. And this is good for tailgating. It's good for if you have a kid party or something going on where, you know, hands-free, you can kind of walk around and have your whole thing right there with you. What you do is you buy the individual bags of the chips, and I bought the, I'm going to hold it with a thing in case it's a little warm. I bought just the regular Dorito nacho cheese chips. You like those, cameraman Matt?
I do.
And I'm just going to put some of this meat sauce down in here. Okay. And then we've got some. You want the cheese or the lettuce next?
The cheese next.
Cheese next?
We'll put the lettuce in before and then the sour cream. How's that?
Cheese, lettuce, sour cream. And I bought the Fiesta blend cheese. That way, kind of goes with the, you know, kind of the Mexican taco thing. Okay, so let me put some cheese in here for you. I thank y'all so very much for watching. I really enjoy doing these things. I like to do things that make people happy, and I think it's fun for me. It helps me, and maybe it'll help somebody else out there. And if I can just, even if I just have one person watch, it's worth it. If I can get one person to smile, then I feel like I've done a good thing. So let me get a knife. Over here is where I keep all my, you want to show over here, Matt?
Hang on a second, I'm trying to get inside that bag.
What bag?
The nachos.
Oh, I'll hold it up just in a minute. But over here, folks, is where I keep all of my containers, spoons, knives, forks. These are specifically for stirring sweet tea, Miss Bell's sweet tea. These are for sauteing wooden stuff. I try to keep like items together. Sometimes they mingle, they want to get together with their friends and do something else and another thing, but oh well. That's part of life with things. Alright, do you want to get a look at what's in there? I've got the cheese, the meat, the chips on the bottom. You can crumble the bag a little bit if you want your chips to be kind of crumbly. We're going to put some lettuce on here. And I want to call you Commander Matt. I don't know. Commander Matt.
I'll take the promotion.
There's some Texas hot Pete sauce, whatever they call it over there. Do you want some of that on yours? We like our stuff a little spicy here. Okay, and if anybody's joined in that hasn't commented what your favorite breakfast is to win the $15 Walmart gift card. I say it that way because where I work, we tell people they have to be there at something 15, 3:15, 2:15. Well, they think it's 50, so they come in at 3:50, 2:50. So, you know, I'm just kind of conscious of saying that all the time. Let me get a spoon. We also, you know, you could add anything to this that you want. We've got olives in the pantry. You could buy fresh green onions and chop them up, salsa, just whatever you would normally put on your nachos, you could put in here. And they're called walking nachos. So you could just carry them around at the tailgate, get you a little fork, have your Coke or water or sweet tea, and you're good to go. So are there any questions about anything
Maddie
I've
put
done?
her that she loves pancakes, so she made sure she got in on there.
Thank you, Maddie. I enjoyed having breakfast with you this morning. So I hope that you guys will,
Got a question. What's that pot back there on the back part of the stove top?
This pot?
Yep, that pot. What is that?
This is a grease catcher. If you fry foods or something, and it has like a little, can you see? It has a little sieve thing down in there. I don't want to open it because it's got grease in it, but it'll go through the holes there and drain off all the goodness that you didn't think was good enough. And when you pour it out, when you're not too lazy to go out and pour it out. But that comes in handy if you fry, to have that on your back counter there. So anyway, any other questions or comments or?
Beth said she's going to go pick up the ingredients tomorrow so she can have this for the snacks for the kids.
Oh, good. And you can do it with chili. You can do, if you cook up a pot of chili and use the Fritos and put some cheese on it and sour cream, same concept. It's just, you can walk around with it. It's fun for kids to have at parties and stuff like that. I think it's a neat idea. So if everybody has commented on the page about what their favorite breakfast is, we're going to go give it a few minutes to shut down, and then we're going to go look at it. And I will post later on this evening the winner. It will be a fair, I'm not sure how we'll do it. We'll have someone unbiased, of course, choose somebody. And
he wants to know how it tastes, but I haven't tasted it yet to tell him.
Oh, well, let me just do something about that. Cameraman Matt. And I hope you say you like it, because I wouldn't want to cry.
It's delicious.
You like it?
Mm-hmm.
Did you put some hot sauce on it?
No, I didn't.
You want some hot sauce?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maddie loves chili.
Chili? Okay. Well, in the future, I'd like to do some other cooking demos and then craft demos, and I mean, anything that y'all would like to see within reason, just
Not yet, Teresa. Lucy's she's in the living room. She doesn't get out much.
How much do you want?
That's good.
Okay. All right.
Teresa's asking if she saw Lucy.
Also, don't forget D's Nuts and Barbecue. I think they're off next week, and around October, is it October 1st or 10th? Is anybody out there that knows when D Butts? I know next week, the 24th, they're not going to be cooking, but I'm sure they'll post it. If you go to D's Butts and Barbecue and like their page, then you can keep up with their but I know that they sold out last week, and then they had some early orders for the tailgating at Clemson this morning, so they were out busy working.
They're going to reopen on October the 8th.
They reopen on October the 8th. So like D's Butts and Barbecue, great barbecue. We had some again today, so I love it. Matt loves it. So, but I just think it's really great. But if you don't have any other questions, and if you've already commented down on the your favorite breakfast meal, I guess we'll in this video. I'm so glad that you joined us. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. It means a lot to me that you watch. I hope you'll share my page. If if you can just share my page to your friends and let them know about it, and maybe they would be interested in watching one or two of the videos. Maybe they might learn something or get an idea, or maybe they have an idea to offer me. Okay, so we're gonna say bye for now. I hope everyone has a great rest of your weekend. I couldn't say my R's when I was little. Go out and see if you can see any of the harvest moon tonight if it's still out there. Be safe, and we'll see you soon. Bye.